Welcome to my Life Skills channel. Do you know the UNICEF refers some essential life skills just like AI, digital learning. One among them is mental health and well-being. You must be thinking that mental health means we should go to see a doctor, a psychiatrist. But what is it? What is the relationship between mental health and your life skills? Yes, it has. Let me give you three types of people and their example, then you will understand, then we'll go ahead. So their first type of people, you must have seen that some people, they are very normal. If they have some problem, then they go to a counselor, a psychiatrist, they take some sessions to feel good, whatever, they cure themselves. At the same time, there are some people, they think that it is the so thing, they flaunt that, oh, I had a session, I went to my counselor. If you haven't met such people in your environment, you can go online and search and you can find such people. Then the second type of people, they are ignorant people. When you talk about mental health, they think that this is the taboo and they think that mental health means you are mad. Then the third type of people, they are the most harmful people because they are half educated. They know some terms of mental health like depression, anxiety, and based on their enmity with somebody, they are jealous of somebody, they label everybody like that this person has mental health problem or depression, and they spread that thing among the people like them. So now you understood that how it is deep rooted in your day-to-day life. It is that's why if we can adapt that in our life skills to certain extent, we can practice that like like a good diet or everyday doing exercise, not going to a trainer. So like that you can practice that in your life, and that's why my today's topic is mental health and well-being is a life skill. Hello, I am Nandini Das, academician, author and citizen journalist. So first we'll discuss what is mental health, briefly discuss, then what is life skills, then we'll talk about what affects your mental health. In the end, we'll discuss how to manage that, what practices you can adapt in your life skills that you can manage your mental health. So what is mental health? Mental health is about three things: your emotion, your psychology, and your social life. The balance of three things. Emotion, suppose you are a person who emotionally depend on some person. If that person is not giving you attention, then that affects your mental health. Or you are not getting appreciation, like that. Then psychology means maybe you are overthinking something, that affects your mental health. Then social, society in which place you are there, maybe it start from racism, ethnicity to small things also, what type of people you are with. So this is about your mental health that affects. Then coming to what is life skill, how we merge this life skill and mental health. Life skill is about your ability, your socio-psychological competency in the society. So life skills are like communication skill, good communication skill. It is not only about speaking, it is also active listening. It is contextual intelligence, it is emotional intelligence, transferable skill. There are so many life skills we have been discussed always, right? So likewise, this mental health and well-being is also a life skill you can adapt in your lifestyle, that maybe you needn't go to see a psychiatrist. You can manage that because this is about 1 billion people, they are affected by this mental health, because unnecessarily people are making each other's life complicated. That's why it is necessary. Now you know that what is mental health and what is life skill. Now how we can merge that. Coming to what affects your mental health. So today we'll discuss on the surface level. First thing is at your workplace, the office politics, dirty politics that affects your workplace environment, that affects your mental health first. Second is your individual and social life. Your individual social life is your friends, relatives, maybe family members, your neighborhood, maybe you are affected sometimes, like that. So number third is social pressure. Social pressure is, it's immense. You can say that, maybe I can give you a few examples, like there's social pressure of, at this age you should get a job, at this age you should get married, at this age you should do that, they are doing this, you are not doing that. So these things, sometimes it is good, but mostly people, they use social pressure, to, that affects to make you mentally, depressed or something. They use that, like a weapon. So many times, not sometimes, many times. Now it can go, long thing. So now coming to, we know that what is this social pressure and what affects your mental health. Now coming to how we can manage that. So how manage that? First thing is by taking care of physical and mental health. Physical health, of course, you know that, doing workouts, taking good diet, all those things, you know that. Mental health, suppose you know that, how you can make it as a life skill in day-to-day life, right, in your own. So suppose when you watch some horror movie, after that it affects your mind, stop watching horror movies. Or some contents, it is, pessimistic, hostile contents, maybe it is in soap opera, maybe it is in news, or in on social networking pages. So if those things, you just try to avoid those things if that affects your mental health. Now, so you understood that. The second thing is, what you need to do, if something bothers you, you try to share that with a trustworthy person. When you share something what bothers you, then you will feel relaxed. But remember that if that person is not trustworthy, then that person will start judging you, then spread your personal thing with others. So you have to find that, maybe these just people don't have trust in each other, that's why people are going to, professionals to share their counselors, something like that. But again, you remember that sometimes some professionals are really good, but some are again cheaters, like others. That happens few years back in Mumbai. There was a film actor who died, and his psychiatrist said that he was in depression, he committed suicide, but it is still a mystery. It proved that he was murdered, and after that many celebrities, they came that, they said that that psychiatrist prescribed everyone the same thing, like depression, depression, depression. So he was a big cheater, but he is just, he is set free. So you have to find that, right person. But here comes your life skill part, how to manage your mental health and well-being. If you can't find a trustworthy person, you can find a professional, real professional counselor or psychiatrist. You can do by yourself that. Whatever, for what you are worried, you just write it down, jot it down. After that, you will feel that how relaxed you are feeling. Whatever in their mind that bothers you, just write it down. If you can find a right person to share, then you channelize your energy, your mind in some other things. Maybe you can travel, maybe for some good food, or whatever you like, you can do that. So this is the second practice, you can adapt in your life skill to manage your mental health and well-being. The third is stress management. If you are too much stressed, so what you can do, stress management, you can do both physical and mental. Maybe you can do some meditation and workout, I already told you. So you can do that. Number 4 is, you need to have some passion, just like we say hobbies, or some entertainment activity. Entertainment activity, maybe sometimes whatever you do that, you can watch a movie, you can watch some dance or singing, or you can yourself do some singing, dancing. I'm not telling that, go on TikTok, do some sexy dance, and I'm not telling that. But you can do something what is civilized in a good manner. You can take advantage of everything, whatever is available with you, what platform is available with you. But some recreational thing, maybe you can go for sports also, or some other things. Maybe you can start cooking something you feel good. Whatever you feel good, whatever suits you, you can do that. So that is entertainment thing. Now the last but not the least, when you understood everything and you have adapted that in your life skills, the fifth thing, you need to teach others that mental health and well-being is not only about you're mad or you need to go to a psychiatrist, but you can adapt that in your life skill and you can practice that. You can teach others also. Because this is why UNICEF is saying, because there nowadays 1 billion people, they are affected by mental health, their mental health is affected, and even more children are affected because the age and time we are living, more of technology, all those things we are living, so they are affected. And people are basically because of, and one thing I remember, that whatever I told you, it's not only everybody is doing to you. You need to then self-reflect whether you are doing the same thing with others, whatever we discussed now. So you start doing that and teach others how they can manage their own mental health and well-being. So I hope this topic is really useful for you, important for you. You adapt that in your own life and share this video with as many as people you can, and of course like, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, subscribe it. See you soon with another useful topic. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.